All right, I'm on hole number 5 of the Safari Sunrise Tournament, Wednesday's qualifying round in the rookie division. I came home from work, walked in the garage and started playing, covered in bleach. I smell like a swimming pool. All right, this par 3. I'll tell you, I played this hole I tried out here to do the bounce, and then I did the rough bump. And you can do a rough bump. You can do it with a Saturn. It has barely enough topspin. You got to ride way up against the front line in order to get that done. You can bring a Goliath, and you can be right dead center in the middle of that. But I did it with my Goliath, and I didn't like how it was rolling out. And then I caught it where I was in the middle, and I caught one of the flat skips where it just slid across the green. And I can't remember if it ended up in the sand, but it was definitely in the rough, and it was not. I think it ended up in the sand, and it came out from here. It made its first bounce, and whatever terrain it caught right here, it went and just shot off into the end of the nowhere's land. And I'm not interested in doing that ever again, ever. I don't have a lot of faith in my Goliath to start off with, and that killed it for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring, and I'm not sure, I think I can get this done with a katana. It may take a 3 power ball, and I'm going to start off right here, and I'm going to go right at the cup. And I'm not sure what kind of a wind adjustment we need to do, but it seems like we need to do one. But I'm just going to play it by ear. I think I'm going to do a 10% wind adjustment is what I'm going to do. Some of these par 3s, I haven't hit very many perfects into them, and so I'm not sure. Usually what it takes me is a couple perfects, and then I can start dialing in wind adjustments. But what it takes is hitting perfect. I'm not sure if a katana is enough ball. I may have to bring a Titan. But anything in that bag will work. That Grizzly will work. We will see if that katana works. If it doesn't, I may switch to a Kingmaker. Cut the wind down a little. We will see. I know if you have lower developed clubs, it's hard to get over to the other side. You're right there in between clubs. So I've got like a level 8 Saturn. It's right before it starts to get its power. I think it only hits 120. And even with the power 3 ball, I was in between red lines right there, and I had to bounce it over. So you either need to bring a Goliath and try and get it, either do the rough bump or get to the other side, or you need to. I think if I'd have brought a backbone, I think my backbone hits farther forward than my Saturn at that level. I think it's the difference between like 120 and 126. But you have to figure that out with the clubs that are in your bag based off what you have. But I think if you've got a long iron that hits 120, that it's probably, even with a 3 power ball, you're going to be in between clubs if you want to take it with your long iron. So what you could do is you could come there with a power 1 ball or a power 0 ball, and you could hit forward on the other side with your Guardian. And last summer when this was in the Summer Major, in my low level account, I'm pretty sure that's how I played it. I brought a low level ball and I went forward and I backspin it right to the cup. My chances of making it when you include the word backspin are low. But I didn't have time during the practice rounds. These were brand new holes then. And I really didn't have enough time during the practice round to work out the par 3. So I wasn't taking any risks at all on the par 3s. I was going right at the cup. And I think I only got like 1 hole in 1 all week out of 3 accounts. But I got birdie every single round on every single par 3. So no epic fails. You can't afford an epic fail in a par 3. That is, as my nephew would say, no bueno. I'm going to dial that sucker right up to the cup, and it seems like it's bleeding forward just a little bit, like it's releasing at the very end and rolling out. So it's 3.3. It's 3.63 rings. I am definitely at max club. 3.63 rings. Try and hit it perfect. Oh, when I released it, wasn't perfect and it jogged great. Good news is that I think that's the first time I've actually hit it on the right hand side. So we'll have to wait and see whether that 10% is right or not. But I think I'm going to try the 10% until I can hit a perfect in there and see where it's at. I know in the last tournament I got on some of the holes and I was dinking around. I was doing like a 10 and then I was doing a 20 and I tried a 25, I tried a 15 and it's like I tried a 20 and I was on one side of the cup. I tried a 25 and I was on the other side of the cup on perfect shots. So I got really ticked off in the weekend round. I had some stuff happen with lag and I was pissed and I was like, okay, 20 doesn't work, 25 doesn't work because I use a calculator. You can't do this if you have the Notebook app or the Golf Clash Caddy app, but because I use a calculator, I did a 22 and a half. Nice shot. Crowd goes wild. Nice. They just jumped up and down, went, woo. That's how you get a hole in one on that hole. Unfortunately, it wasn't me. But that's all right. That was hole number 5 of the Safari Sunrise Tournament and Wednesday's qualifying round of the Rookie Division. Thanks for watching.